Imagine this. One day, a girl moves into the house right next to yours, and the moment you look at her, your heart skips a beat. But later you discover she's not just any girl, she's a former adult star. Our story begins with an 18-year-old boy named Matthew, the top student of his school. A complete bookworm. His whole life revolved around notebooks, exams and grades. And now in his final school year he realizes he never actually lived. He never partied, never went on night outs, and never experienced the crazy fun every other kid his age was enjoying. Meanwhile, other boys and girls in school, even the ones failing in every subject, lived their life to the fullest. Parties every weekend. Fun, chaos and memories Matthew never got to experience. His two closest friends, Tom and Eli, were just like him, nerdy, quiet and buried in textbooks. But that day, the three of them decided, enough is enough. No more boring life. No more only studies. From today, we live. They planned to flirt with girls, go on night drives, party and experience everything they had missed all these years. One night, Matthew watches some cool reckless boys from his school taking girls in their fancy cars for a night out. Filled with sudden confidence, Matthew grabs his dad's car and follows them. But when those boys show the middle finger to a police officer and speed off like maniacs, Matthew panics, freaks out and drives straight back home. Later that night when he goes out to take out the trash, his entire world freezes. Because standing under the street light is the most beautiful girl he has ever seen. Her name is Danielle and she has just moved into the house next door. Matthew instantly calls Eli and starts describing her like she's a goddess. While talking, he accidentally looks at the window across from his room. And Danielle is changing clothes. He gets stunned. And in that exact moment, Danielle catches him staring. She angrily marches toward Matthew's house. His heart nearly stops. He's sure she will tell his parents and he will be dead. But when she reaches the door, she simply smiles and says, "Hi, I'm your new neighbor." Matthew breathes again. Surprisingly, she offers to show him around the town and takes him in her car. On the way, Matthew apologizes nervously, saying he didn't mean to see anything. Danielle laughs and says, "Oh really? Then take off your clothes too. Let me see you the way you saw me." Matthew has no choice. He stands in the middle of the street in nothing but his underwear. Danielle grabs it and runs back to the car laughing. After teasing him for a while, she lets him back in. And that's how their friendship begins. Slowly, Matthew starts liking her, really liking her. Next day, he takes her out for coffee and opens up. He tells her he's always been a topper but never had a girlfriend. Danielle finds that funny, but also cute. His innocence touches her. When Matthew tells Tom and Eli about Danielle, they can't believe it. "How did you pull that off?" they tease him. One afternoon, Danielle calls Matthew outside school. He skips class and goes with her. She promised she would make him experience the fun he never had. And she does. She sneaks him into a private pool, which actually belongs to their school principal. Later, Matthew introduces her to Tom and Eli, who get starstruck seeing how gorgeous she is. At a party, some guys, especially one jerk named Max, start flirting with Danielle. Matthew gets jealous, gathers all his courage, and kisses Danielle in front of everyone. She likes it. Their bond grows deeper. But the next day, everything falls apart. Eli drags Matthew to the computer lab and shows him a video. A video of Danielle. Not a normal video, an adult film. That moment shatters Matthew completely. He had fallen in love with her and never expected this. Eli jokes, "Why are you upset? Dude, she's a star. That means everything is easier for you." But Matthew walks out heartbroken. That night, he takes Danielle to a cheap motel. She realizes what he's thinking and begins undressing. But Matthew brings up the video and questions her past. Danielle breaks, hurt and angry. She tells him she left that life long ago. All she wanted was a new start. But Matthew stabbed her where it hurt the most. She walks away. Days pass. Matthew's life is boring again. But he can't stop missing her. He gathers courage and goes to apologize, but instead meets Kelly, her producer. Danielle tells Matthew she's returning to her old work because of him. Kelly mocks Matthew, offering Danielle for free. Kelly even takes Matthew and his friends on a ride in a luxury car to show them how real stars live, boosting Matthew's fake status at school. Desperate to make things right, Matthew steals his father's ATM card, takes Kelly to the bank pretending Kelly is his father, and withdraws money, hoping to take Danielle on a proper dinner and say sorry. But the next morning, Danielle leaves with Kelly again. Matthew tries to stop her, but she only says, "Take care of yourself," and drives away. Tom and Eli encourage him not to give up. They take him to a nightclub called Love Hotel where adult stars are performing. He finds Danielle doing a photo shoot. He apologizes again, but she ignores him. Kelly drags Matthew into a room and beats him, threatens to record and sell his video if he bothers Danielle again. Meanwhile, Tom and Eli try to flirt with actresses by pretending to be directors. But when Lucy's real boyfriend arrives, they nearly get beaten. The three friends escape. Matthew leaves Danielle a drawing they once made together and says goodbye forever. But the next morning, Danielle shows up at his room. She takes him out, gets close to him again. They reconcile and become a couple. Matthew returns to class feeling like the happiest guy alive, until Kelly storms into the room and drags him to the woods. Kelly beats him again, but surprisingly, after seeing Matthew's innocence, he gives him a painkiller, actually drugs. Matthew takes it, unaware. Kelly takes him to the mansion of a big-time producer named Hugo. Kelly tells Matthew to steal Hugo's award trophy. High on drugs, Matthew tries, but Hugo catches him. Kelly had already tattled to both Hugo and the police. Matthew runs for his life. Later, when he goes to the bank again, he learns his father's account is empty, and on top of that, they owe a huge loan because Kelly withdrew everything. Miss Mary, the bank officer, warns Matthew that if he doesn't return the money by Monday, she'll call the police. Broken, scared, and hopeless, Matthew goes to Danielle and tells her everything. She promises to help. Together, they return Hugo's trophy. Matthew apologizes, and Hugo finally makes a deal. "Make an adult educational video for me, and I'll clear your loan." Matthew agrees. He tells Tom and Eli, and the three start planning the shoot. Danielle brings two of her star friends to help. During the school party, they sneak into the classrooms and shoot the entire video. Eli directs it, since he knew everything from watching thousands of videos already. They don't act in it themselves, they hire actors. But the next morning, Eli is panicking. The tape is missing. At home, Matthew sees his parents, the school principal, and Kelly waiting for him. Kelly had stolen the tape and threatens to reveal everything. When he plays the tape, it turns out to be a sex education video, not an adult film. The parents and principal praise Matthew for creating something useful. The video becomes a massive bestseller. Hugo clears the loan. Matthew earns money from the profits. He buys a new car and enters college with a fresh life. And standing right beside him is Danielle. No lies. No secrets. Just love. And that's the end of our story. The movie's name is The Girl Next Door. For more amazing stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe.